Kalalau Malak Yahweh, Wa Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash, and double honors to the elders of Jemas Ruel, blessings unto those men, and blessings and salutations to the Akim out there in truth, pushing his word in all sincerity and in honesty. With that being said, Shalom Israel Barakatah. Today's lesson, the end of this current Babylonian power structure is near. The end of Babylon the Great is near. Right, the coming end of this current Babylonian power structure is near. And World War III shall come quickly unto Babylon the Great as soon as they implement the CHIP of Revelation 13 and 16. All the signs are there. And when it comes to modern day Babylon, it had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. Let's go over to that scripture. Here we have the scripture of Jeremiah 51 verse 7. Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore the nations are mad. Babylon speaks of modern day America. And that golden cup of theirs is overfilled with the wine of philosophies. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore the nations are mad due to their controlling philosophies. The West has polluted all the nations with their overall westernized philosophies, and therefore the nations are mad. The nations are mad because they are also being taken out of their comfort zone. Modern day Babylon the Great is the root cause of so many problems, of so many issues in so many countries. That explains why America is not being respected among the other global leaders and is now seen as a joke. The scripture of Obadiah 1 and 3 has said of them, who shall bring me down to the ground? All past empires have fallen, and modern day Babylon the Great is no different. It shall also fall when that last plague comes upon her. Right, that last plague of the nukes, of those arrows of mass destruction. Her plagues shall come in one day, and in 1 hour. Great riches will come to naught, meaning to nothing. With that being said, let's go over to Revelation 18 and 8. Revelation 18 and 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in 1 day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord power who judgeth her. She shall be burned with fire due to those arrows of mass destruction. 200 million arrows of mass destruction. Plagues are coming upon modern day Babylon the Great due to that wickedness that has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. And when it comes to the scriptures, Babylon's fate has been sealed in the course of 60 minutes. For in 1 hour, great riches has come to naught, meaning to nothing. Once these few remaining prophecies are fulfilled, then the end of Babylon shall come, especially when that CHIP of deception takes place. Here we have Revelation 18 and 17. For in 1 hour so great riches has come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea, stood afar off. Right, in the course of 60 minutes, great riches will come to nothing due to the destructive power of the arrows of those missiles. Babylon the Great will not only be hit with nuclear fire, but the chariots of the Lord shall also engage with laser beam fire of their own. No healing Babylon the Great. Revelation 18 and 18. And cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto this great city? And the only reason they cried was due to them not being able to sell their goods anymore unto her, unto that great city. That great city represents modern day Babylon the Great, which is also known as America. And when it comes to that city, Atlanta is the most surveilled city in America. according to Comparitex 2021 study. And when it comes to Las Vegas, it has the most facial recognition software than any other place on earth. And when it comes to that city of confusion, of Babel, it's broken down. That city of confusion is broken down. America is no longer that place where you can hang your hat and raise a family. It now finds itself circling down a drain. And you can see it. No healing Babylon the Great. Isaiah 24:10, the city of confusion is broken down, every house is shut up, that no man may come in. The city of confusion is Babylon the Great, aka America. America goes by many names upon the scriptures. It goes by modern day Babylon the Great. It goes by Sodom due to the laws that it passes when it comes to the alphabet community. Man on man and woman on woman relations. It's also known as Egypt. Just look at the back of your dollar bill. It bears an Egyptian pyramid. It's also known as Basra and Idumea, which Idumea is a Greek word for Edom and also represents America, etc., etc. But the name America itself is named after Amerigo Vespucci, the Italian explorer. And there's an ancient map created in 1507 by Martin Wolsey Muller, which was the first to depict this new continent with the name America upon it, a Latinized version of Amerigo. America is also known by the polyonymous name of the bloody city, the sinful kingdom, the great city, and as the oppressing city. With that being said, let's go over to that scripture of the oppressing city in Zephaniah 3:1. Zephaniah 3:1. Woe to her that is filthy and polluted, to the oppressing city. Woe means destruction, and that oppressing city that is filthy and polluted is in reference to America. When it comes to the scriptures, they speak in code and in mystery. The scripture of Micah 2:10 says, Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sore destruction. Right, to depart from the overall ways and philosophies of modern day Babylon the Great. And the etymology of the word oppression, that comes from the mid-14th century, oppression, which means cruel or unjust use of power or authority. Oppression refers to a combination of prejudice and institutional power that creates a system that regularly and severely discriminates against some groups and benefits other groups. That is exactly right. Babylon the Great has been a place of captivity and of oppression unto the Israelites, which consists of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. You are the 12 tribes of Israel. And due to that reason, it shall be destroyed from coast to coast. No healing, Babylon the Great. Babylon shall become desolate and without inhabitants, according to the scripture of Jeremiah 51 and verse 29. And the Medes, which speaks of the Russians in verse 28, shall come up against her. And it shall become a desert. And due to what's happening in Iran right now, it is near. But with that being said, Kaulalao Malak Yahweh, Wa Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash, and double honors to the elders of Jemas Ruel. Blessings unto those men, and blessings and salutations to the Akim out there in truth, pushing this word in all sincerity and in honesty. With that being said, Shalom Israel, Brakta. Shalom.